All right, YouTube, here again for another unboxing, and I'm going to talk about a Mandela effect too. All right, so we'll do the unboxing first. It's going to be unboxing for my channel, hopefully. If I open it and it's not for my channel, then I won't show it to you, but it should be for my channel. Let's hope. What's today's date? Is today Halloween? Or was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Well, happy Halloween anyway. Oh, lovely. A package inside of a package. Why not? Hello to whoever joined. How you doing? All right, yeah, this is for my channel. So, Strike King. I'm pretty sure these are called wizards. Is the style of them? Wizards. Wicked. Why did I say wizards? Got Halloween on my mind, but Wicked. There's 3 of them. I got 3 of them. See, 3. All right, so yeah, these will be going with a whole bunch of other fishing lures, and that's going to be a giveaway that I'm doing pretty soon. But anyway, so my Mandela effect is I'm new to Indiana, right? And I came here and I saw this girl I was working with. She was wearing a jacket, and it was the Indiana local football team, the college football team. And it has like a pitchfork on it, red pitchfork on it as a logo. So my reality, the Indiana college football team in this area was called the Indiana Horn Devils. Horn Devils. So I'm like, oh, you like the Horn Devils? That's cool. She got all mad at me and everything, and it turned into this whole big argument. I'm like, hold on, wait, what's going on? Why is she so mad? Why is she arguing with me? Come to find out that they're called the Hoosiers now in this reality. So the Mandela effect caused this whole big argument because in my reality they were called the Horn Devils, and in her reality, this reality that I'm in right now, they're called the Indiana Hoosiers. We don't. I talk to people and they're like, "What in the world is a Hoosier anyway?" So yeah, uh, but yeah, in her reality they were called the Hoosiers. In my reality, they were called the Horn Devils. So it caused this whole big argument because it changed and she took offense to it. She thought I was like being like, oh, her team's evil or something like that. It's like, no, they were called the Horn Devils in my reality. And the Horn Devils, it's a nickname for a lizard that squirts blood out of its eyes. The Horn Devils, because they got horns all over them and they squirt blood out of their eyes. So that's why I thought they were called the Horn Devils, was after the lizard. It has nothing to do with the devil or anything like that. But she took offense to it, and it was like this big old huge deal. But yeah, their mascot was a devil and everything like that. But and it had a pitchfork and stuff like that, just like their logo, which was a pitchfork. But yeah, after the argument and that, I went home and I researched the Horn Devils, and there's nothing, no team at all that's called the Horn Devils for sports. And I'm like, holy crap, everything just changed. you know, it's crazy. Like less than 2 years ago, I was calling them the Horn Devils, and they were a good football team and everything like that. But now they're like an okay football team, and they're called the Hoosiers. So a lot's changed. I mean, seriously, but it's whatever. I just don't like how the Mandela effect caused a whole big argument over something that was like uh, something stupid as a name, you know? Well, anyway, so today's was my day off. Well, yesterday was my day off, and then I go in tonight, so I get like a day and a half off. But I'm gonna go ahead and get a nap, and before I go to work. So in between doing my clothes and that, I'm gonna be doing some cleaning and well, in between washing my clothes, I'm gonna be doing some cleaning, and I'm gonna do some filming. Put those up on YouTube, not an actual live stream. But I gotta Loctite my magnets. I still haven't done it, so that way I can film my YouTube giveaway and open that up officially for my $700 magnet fishing giveaway. And yeah, I'm still buying this stuff that I need for my fishing giveaway. It's going to be a gear and tackle and also lure giveaway. So it's going to be everything you need to go fishing, including tackle boxes, fishing line, reels and rods, and that. And it's going to be 3 reels and 3 rods. One's going to be a spinning rod, and then one's going to be a baitcaster rod and reel for regular stuff, and then one's going to be for like top water and jigs, which would be the heavy, and then the other one's going to be a medium heavy bait casting rod and reel. um they'll both be fast action reels and fast action rods too, because they're the most versatile. You just slow down, reel it slower if you just want a slower retrieve, but if you have a slow retrieve, you gotta like to burn it, it's like impossible. So yeah, with the fast retrieve, it's more versatile. So that's why I got those. Well, I haven't bought them yet, but that's what I'm gonna get. Um, and then I gotta buy one for me too because I need a jig rod. I don't have one right now. All I have is a medium heavy bait casting. Two of them, medium heavy bait casting, and I get the 2 piece because I'm not a boat person. I don't have a boat. I do like boats, but I just don't have one. So traveling around with fixed rod is practically impossible, and it's just stupid to have. If you know you're gonna be like bank fishing and stuff like that, you go with the 2 piece rod, and then you just put it together when you get there, or you have it together, and it's just easier to carry around an extra rod that you have split apart. So that way, if you have to switch rods, you can just go ahead and put one together and take the other one apart, and then you can just carry it around. I had a fishing rod case, and a funny story. I had it, and someone called the cops on me because they're like, "Oh, he has a rifle." It's like, no. And I told the cop, I'm like, I don't have a rifle. And when the cop showed up, he's like, "Oh, I could tell instantly that it was a fishing pole case." I'm like, "No, duh. It's not a rifle case. Rifle cases are hard, you know? This is just some flimsy fabric." It's like, he knew instantly. It's like, "Oh, that's a fishing reel uh, and pole carrier that he got on him, not a rifle." But yeah, the person called the cops on me because they said I had a rifle and that I was intimidating and acting all intimidating towards them. I knew that the cops were going to get called because the person pulled over next to me and was taking a picture of me. And I'm like, "Go ahead, take a picture of me. I don't care. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'll even give you my ID." And I offered to give him my ID to him. I even took it out and was gonna hand it to him, and they just like drove off really quick and fast. I'm like, wow, that was really strange. What was going on? Why were they acting like that? And then they come to find out that they thought that I had a rifle, so they sped off. Hilarious, man. People would be crazy. It was just fishing poles, obviously. Like looking at it, you could tell it was not a rifle case. But people are stupid, you know. They just assume the worst out of everybody instead of pursuing the best and hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. But they weren't even preparing for the worst. They just expected it right off bat and reacted. Like, you don't act like that if you think somebody has a gun. You act normal. Stupid people. You know, like that's gonna get you shot at them like that. Yeah, but yeah, even if somebody pulls a gun on you, FYI, don't react like most people would. Most people would think, "Oh, run," or freeze, or this and that, or act scared or whatever. No, you just act confident. If somebody's pointing a gun at you, you act like you're invincible, and it'll throw the person off guard and give you an upper hand in the altercation. But yeah, yeah, if anybody pulls a knife or a gun on you, you gotta act invincible. You gotta act like a superhero. Like bullets can fly off of you and you can't be stabbed, sort of thing. That's the best way to go about it. And yeah, so if you're in a group it really helps out a bunch because if you react, then the whole group's gonna react. So if you react to go to take the gun then from a person, then the whole group's gonna react that same way. But if you act scared and you go to run, then the whole group's gonna run and you're just gonna get mowed down and everybody's gonna die or get injured or whatever. But yeah, it's just how you present yourself will throw a person off guard. But yeah, anyways, that's besides the point. I was talking about Mandela effect. All right, so yeah, there's a lot of Mandela effects that I've noticed. Like Pikachu. Pikachu used to be a lot more black in it. It was yellow with black stripes and black spots on it, and it had black cheeks and black nose and black eyes, and well, around the eyes, black. It was around one eye. It wasn't around both eyes. In the Japanese culture, the way I remember it in my reality was it was both eyes had the circles, and that was the difference between the United States one because the United States only had one uh, black eye around it, and then the Raichu had both. But in the Japanese culture, both the Raichu and the Pikachu had both of them black circles around it. Black tipped ears, black tipped socks, what we call socks, which would be like in the States, which would be um, the black feet and paws or whatever you want to call it. When you see a dog like that with the pattern like that, we call them socks on the dog. So that's why I said that. So yeah, had black socks and it had a black tip to its tail in the Raichu form and Pikachu form, no. But in the Japanese, also the Pikachu and the Raichu both had the black tip tail. Um, just some things that are completely different now because now there's like barely any black on the Pikachu nowadays. It's just all yellow. And you're like, come on now. Pikachu never used to be like that. And like you go back and you watch the old clips of it, of like the first season, and Pikachu is like all yellow. And you're like, hold on, wait, this reality is completely different. The Pikachu's way more different than what I used to watch when I was growing up in my reality. Pikachu had a lot more black in it. Yeah, so that's a big difference. And that's a big difference because Pikachu's like in the mainstream culture. Yeah, it's not just like some off the wall, off to the side, like barely anybody notices it type thing. But I haven't heard anybody talking about Pikachu like this Mandela effect. So that's cool because I have a lot of Mandela effects that people don't mention, like Home Depot. It used to be called Home Depot, but then they had to change it to Home Depot because there was a Home Depot furniture company, and there was like this whole big lawsuit over the name, company name, so they had to change it. But in this reality, it was always Home Depot, and they just said it was a silent T for some odd reason. Like seriously, you talk to the people that work there, and like, I don't know why it's not called Home Depot and why the T is silent. I'm like, well, the T is silent because of the lawsuit. You know, in my reality, like it was like a $1.1 million lawsuit that they lost. Home Depot lost to the furniture company, and then they also had to change their name to Home Depot. But in this reality, that never happened. Just my alarm. All right, I gotta go because I'm doing laundry, obviously. But yeah, I'm gonna be not coming back for some live streaming, but I'm gonna be doing some more filming, and I also have to upload my magnet fishing recap too, where I show everything I caught. There was only one thing I could keep; the rest I had to throw away. Even the hooks in that, they all were like bad. I only kept one hook, and I was able to keep a lure too. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And I was able to keep one weight. I think one weight. It might have been two. I'm not quite sure, but I know I kept one weight for sure. Yeah, I think it was two. I got to keep two weights. The rest of the weights were like smashed. Uh, like literally like smashed, and it's not hard to it's not hard, it's hard to smash metal like that, so I assume that like some rocks or something were like smashing up against it with the current in that, and that's probably what did it, but I'm not quite sure. Anyways, so I'll see you later, YouTube. Bye.